action movement starting in universities and colleges in Connecticut. And these two movements were the foundation for the Black Liberation Movement in the 1960s. And it was for those two movements, would be no Black Panther Party. First off, a lot of people think the Black Panther Party started with Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, which is actually not true. Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale started the Black Panther Party for self-defense. But the original Black Panther Party came from the relation of and connection of Loudoun County Freedom Organization. They were doing their thing back in the 64, 65. It was a Revolutionary Action Movement and SNCC when they all came together and agreed to start a program for the people. And they named the program the Black Panther Party due to the fact that the Loudoun County Freedom Organization had a Black Panther as their symbol. And they had to go to ask them. And one of the leaders of that organization was Stokely Carmichael, when they became known as Kwame Ture. And when they first started meeting in June 1960 in New York, one of the main organizers for the organization was Queen Mother Moore. Queen Mother Moore was a Garveyite. She was a student. She was a member of the University Negro Improvement Association, African Community League up under Marcus Garvey.
Right.
And she one of the original ones who were organizing at that time, getting people there like the Black Panther Social Club. A lot of the material can be referencing in the book We Return the World by Dr. Muhammad Ahmad, who also a member of the original Black Panther Party.
Wow, this is a lot of information, right? I'm glad that you mentioned that there was a woman involved, because there was a lot of women that were involved back then, but we don't really talk about them as much as we talk about Carmichael and Bobby Seals and all those guys. So it's good to know that. I know talking with you, you've been really how can I say, been informing me of what's really going on, what has been going on. Now, what I want to do is relate to what they're doing then to what they're doing now to help the community, even though a lot of them are still behind bars and stuff like that, but I know that they're still active.
Yeah, a lot of them. I write a lot of the comrades, like Jaleel Mukta King.
Okay.
He had been locked up in 1971. Also, E-Man Jamil Alamin, who locked up in 2000. Also, brothers like Ruchelle McGee, locked up in the early 70s. Dr. Matula Shakir, locked up in the early 80s. Muma Abu Jamal, locked up in the early 80s.
And these are all were former Black Panthers that is still part of the alumni.
They're still locked up, you know. Also, a lot of these brothers, before that leading to the they also became recognized. They became citizens of the Republic of New Africa. Became citizens as well, which at one time during the 69 all through 72, there was a joint relationship between the Black Panther Party for self-defense and the Republic of New Africa. They had joint ministries, like you may be administering information. They share the same ministry, but do the same work, uplifting the people, cleaning out the community, building relations, as well as defense.
Right.
A lot of it was going on in the New York area at that time. So, and
I'm from New Jersey, and that's the reason why I was so close to when the Black Panthers was active. I was like right there, so I got to see actually some of them actually come through Newark, New Jersey, so it was like really cool for me as a young person. I guess one of the things that they said when I was in high school is that I was a militant, so I would have fit right in if I had been at that age group, right? But I really wasn't at the age group that my mom would have let me go anywhere talking about the Black Panthers, because again, when you mentioned a little earlier about defense, well, that was one of the problems that they had because they were armed, right? Yeah, they were armed. I mean, even though they were doing things for the community, to bring the community together, and they had the best interests at heart, but they were armed. So when you have police that are around or any kind of law enforcement, and they see these people walking around with all this black on with guns and stuff, that's trouble right there. So it was kind of hard, I guess, for us, even as Black people, to say that they were doing anything good at that time. I'm just learning in an older age now that they were actually activists.
Yeah.
And they weren't there like to try to start a war or anything, not that kind of war anyway.
That Black Panther Party set up a base of social scientists. Social scientists, they were the ones who provided the solution to the people and society, help build societies up. And also another misunderstanding that the Black Panther Party wore all black. That's a misunderstanding. The uniform was blue and black. They might have blue tops and black bottoms.
But we remember now, pictures back in then was black and white.
Yeah.
So what it looks like to everybody that they was wearing all black because everything really wasn't in color then. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So now this is a word on the street. You can call in if you like at 706-243-1992. If you want to join this conversation with Brother Balmani and me, you can always call in. I always have some free tickets for you. The first two that call in, we have some free tickets for you for a dinner on the, I think it's the 25th, It's March the 11th, and you can come into that. That's the NAACP President's second term dinner. So I have some tickets here for you. That should be really nice. But right now, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about the Black Panther movement, and we're going to try to relate it to what's going on today. This is D30radio.com.
Awesome.
I love it.
Okay, so introduce yourself to my Facebook friends, sir.
Okay, my name is Boumane here, Jihad Shakir. I'm the Minister of Information for the Provision of the Republic of Africa. I'm a member of IJAN, which is Eman Jamil Action Network. Eman Jamil is formerly known as H. Rap Brown, who's a Black Panther. I'm also a member of the People Party for Independence, which is a local community-based rifle organization in Columbus, Georgia. I'm also a member of Georgia University, and also the co-head of Georgia University Radio. And Georgia University holds a platform to transform the criminal mentality to a revolutionary mentality. Therefore, you know what I'm saying, we work toward turning every prison, industrial slave complex, every prison into an institution learning about sending books and information to the people to educate them. I'm all about education.
Okay, that's what's up. So, what are you guys doing today to really transform the mentality of our people, like we were talking about earlier before the show started?
Well, we actually did a couple of events. Like last month, we did a hygiene drive, a hygiene seminar for the youth from age 8 to 17 to educate them on the importance of hygiene. We also been going to communities like North, East Highland, other communities like that to clean it up, and clean the community up and talk to the people and try to get the people to start local organized committees so they can protect themselves and keep the community clean, safe, and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
We also did a program on January 16th, which is the commemoration of Martin Luther King, and a program called Unsung Heroes. When we spoke about 5 people that are significant in history. The main focus was John Henry Clark, was a great Pan-African and revolutionary who was buried in Columbus, Georgia. He one of the people we spoke about was Dr. Huey P. Newton, Kwame Ture, Marcus Garvey, and Dr. Sebi. We spoke about these people on the education platform to the youth.
Okay. So if someone wanted to get involved, how could they get involved?
To get involved, it basically what kind of involvement. If you want to get involved in the organization, we go through a 6-week program, be a part of the organization. Would entail political education, would entail history, it entail just studying our concepts and our beliefs and protocol to be a part of the organization. But you want to get involved, we willing to work with anybody who's involved with uplifting our people in general.
Okay.
No matter organization or affiliation, religious affiliation, spiritual affiliation you're a part, we're willing to work with you. You want to do some work together as a joint collective, willing to do that. Anybody can get involved in the movement because the movement is about uplifting all the people of African descent. You can call yourself New African, Pan-African, or more Hebrew Israelite, whatever you want to refer to yourself as. We're about uplifting all our people of African descent.
All righty. Thank you so much. Too crazy. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are just catching this Facebook Live, I'm actually producing the show today with Miss Barbara Pierce for Word on the Street on D30 Radio. And Word on the Street is our community-based show where she interviews a lot of different people in the community that are doing great things. To help the community basically. So it's a lot of talking, a lot of very important information that some of us younger people may not necessarily know that we need to know, especially with the direction that the economy is about to go in. So if you guys want to join in and listen on this conversation and chat with us, you can visit our site at d30radio.com. You can add the host, Miss Barbara Pierce. Miss Barbara Pierce, tell them who you are. Let them know.
Okay, so I'm Barbara Pierce. I'm the executive producer and host of Word on the Street. And we're always getting the word to come in here so we can pass the word on to the community. And we're doing like community news, school watch, artist spotlight, things like the PPI. We're doing a lot of things. And if you have any type of things that you think that we need to do, give me a call. You can call me at 706-577-3197.
Alrighty, so D30 Radio keeping you guys. We like to party, we like to turn up, we like to play all the good music, but we also like to keep y'all informed on what's really going on. So make sure that you check out Word on the Street. That's every Monday and Thursday from noon until 2 o'clock. That's right after the midday show with Laugh Love. So just as well as you're listening to music and reading these blogs, make sure you get you some information in your system. So tune in to d30radio.com and check out Word on the Street and be informed and know what's going on in your community. And as Ms. Barbara said, if you have anything that you have going on and you feel that the community needs to know about it, make sure that you inbox me, inbox Ms. Barbara, or any D30 radio representative, and we will most definitely get you in so that we can spread the things that are going on in the community and meet the needs of the people, because it's because of platforms like these that we can reach people and be able to help and assist others. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Mian. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Cedric. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Javon. Hi, Pastor Boyd. Hi, Marvin Scott. Thank you all so much for joining in. And like I said, if you want to hear the remainder of the show, because he's going to really go into talking about, we're going to talk about our new president and what we need to.
We can do that.
Okay,
yeah,
so we
can do that. I'm sure he's prepared.
Yes, he's prepared. So I need you guys to head over to www.d30radio.com right now and finish listening to the remainder of this interview. Make sure that you share this video and invite a friend and tell them to invite another friend to listen and join in with us. Thank you guys and have a great day.